Alright, I'm gonna go for a nice little drive and shake the cobwebs out of my head. I got some things I gotta do today. But I'm gonna put the old hiatus on something right freaking now. Most people that actually know me know that I have friends and family from all backgrounds, cultures, trans, black, white, I mean, you name it. I don't give a shit what you do in your personal life, in the bedroom, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care what culture you're from. I don't care what skin tone you've got. I believe that every single person is created equal unless you individually screw that up. Now, I got a dear friend of mine that I love with all my heart and soul telling me that she can't be friends with me or associate with me right now because of my outlook on Black Lives Matter Incorporated. Well, let me explain something real quick. I love Black Lives Matter, the movement, when it started out, because it was about there's still some racist assholes out there that need to be clamped down on, and some of them happen to be in positions of power. So I'm in agreement with you. Where I'm pissed off is where it got derailed. We're becoming an incorporation. Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter Incorporated is different to me. Black Lives Matter Incorporated is worth over $1 billion. It's a Marxist. Go read it up. Go to their site. There's a reason people call it Marxist. I'm not even going to go into that. It's too long to discuss. You got a brain, look it up. You got Google, look it up. Hell, all you got to do is use your own mind. But I want you to think about something. You're talking about these movements, this Antifa. That's the most fascist group I've ever seen in my life. They are actual fascists. They're out there pushing fascism on people, beating them up, calling them names, killing them, dragging them from their cars, all this other shit, because they don't agree with you, or because you wear a Trump hat, or you got a Marine Corps hat on, or something. You know, they want to beat you up. Well, I ain't seen none of you try to beat me up yet, so have at it, Sparky. Yeah, have at it. Let me explain something to you, and I'm going to explain something very well to my friends and family out there. I want you to listen real good, okay? I don't like this Democrat Party you got going on. They're a bunch of punk-ass, weak individuals. They're letting their cities burn to the ground, and they're letting this Black Lives Matter Incorporated, that their followers, go out there and beat people, loot stores, do this other stuff, murder people, shoot cops. It's ridiculous. Antifa, ridiculous. People could go, here again, what about KKK? Okay, here we go again. Don't you even mention KKK to me when you try to throw shit like that. Or people that show up with their rifles at a rally, a peaceful rally, and do nothing and go, well, what about those white supremacists? One, there ain't no such thing as a white supremacist. If you think somebody's supreme to you, you're an idiot. There's no such freaking thing as a white supremacist. There's white idiots who think they're supreme to others, but there's no such thing. But anyway, and those are the dumbasses that I'm talking about weeding out with the original concept of Black Lives Matter. I'm on board with that. I'm on board with peaceful protests, and even people I disagree with. I don't care. Do what you got to do. Live your life how you got to live it. Just don't hurt me. Don't hurt my family. Don't be dragging people out of my cars when I got my granddaughter or my children with me. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. When's the last time Black Lives Matter Incorporated helped rebuild one of these cities that got crushed? Or what about the bad areas they're talking about, whether it's poor areas or poor areas that are heavily involved with Black American individuals that are getting on the interstate, that live in that area and mostly Democrat run. Think about it. Democrats have been in power in these places for 50, 60, 70, 100 years. Oh, but they're going to change it because some big bad orange man's in the White House, and in 3 or 4 years he's the one that's destroyed everything? Give me a freaking break. His followers or people that are on the Republican side or independent or conservative side are not the ones in the streets burning these cities down. It's Black Lives Matter Incorporated. It's Antifa. It's these piece of shit, no house, no parent, little turds that are running around doing this. Someone like me who is completely in the middle, for the most part, on my politics and religion and all this other stuff, I'm not out in the street beating people up. I could be. I'm pretty good at it, actually. I'm not going to do it. But I am going to do something. I'm going to let my vote count. I hope it does. Anyway, I'm trying not to get off track. These cities and stuff that are ran like that, I want you to think about where the culture comes from. You know, these inner cities and all these other horrible places that you say that it's other people's faults. You can lift yourself up out of these places. In a lot of cases, you go, oh, well, no, you can't. Yeah, you can. You can fight for what you think is right. If you can fight in the streets and you can beat people up, or you can burn cities down, well, you can build cities back up. If you got enough in you and enough energy to get out there and do that, well, you got enough to get out and build playgrounds and make a business better. You know, but I don't see Black Lives Matter Incorporated with their $1 billion out there building a playground out in Detroit, out in Chicago. I don't see it. I just don't see it. You show me where they're building these places. You show me where they're going to a black community center and they're giving their money to that community center and they're building it up and making it the best place in the community. Now, once they do that, if they do that, you don't just build the community. People come together and they have to build beyond the community. That's not happening. They've got the power to do that. That's why I do not like that organization. I don't like it. If you want to build up Black Americans, white Americans, Hispanic, Asian, I mean, come on, we can just throw all kinds of different names in there if you want to keep segregating people. We can keep throwing people in labels and names and numbers. But me personally, everybody's equal. I'm telling you, everybody's equal to me until you prove that you're not. I don't care what shade of gray God gave you. I don't care. But for me to lose friends and family for being a human being that absolutely loves good people and loves anyone and everyone that treats me with respect, and that goes, and even people who don't treat me with respect, if I don't know them, I give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't get angry at people anymore. I used to when I was younger and stupid, but I really don't get angry, because if I get angry nowadays, there's a reason I'm angry. I guarantee you'll find out why. And then this thing right now with my friend, like I said, I love her to death. She's family, and I got and a friend, and it misinterpreting what I'm saying. That's why I hate writing stuff down on Facebook, but I feel like I have to sometimes, because there's so many people out there that know me. So when I say something, sometimes people actually listen. You may not put a like or a dislike or something on a video I make or on a post I make, but you read them. And I know I have got a voice in this area. I know I do. And I do try to use it. But, I say some controversial things sometimes because I got a Marine Corps mouth, and I don't want to apologize for being passionate, but I do sometimes need to apologize for some of the language I come off with. I understand that. Because I understand civilians don't understand how we are. But anyway, I love what the Black Lives Matter movement started out to be. I believe in it. I believe in peaceful protest. I believe in community getting together. Just like my brother Justice, he does the community thing. He takes care of people of all backgrounds. And he is a proud and beautiful black man with an amazing life and an amazing heart and soul and a beautiful family. And, we can do this. In me, I come from a background of alcoholism and a dad that lived, God everywhere, blood father. Now, my dad that I've got right now that raised me, I've got two wonderful men that I love deeply, and I'm not going to start saying names and stuff, but my blood father was a war hero. He really was. He won the Bronze Star for heroism. Went off track, drug addict. He lived in D Review for a long time. He was a woman beater, alcoholic, drugs. I'd go to D Review. I didn't come up in the best life, when it comes to that aspect of it. I had a great mother. She married two wonderful men. I know it sounds weird, but life works. But different times, by the way. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you can be raised a certain way and things happen to you, you don't have to be that way when you grow up. So don't give me this inner city stuff that bad people come out of these places and stuff. So when I see Justice go to these community centers and do things that he does to help young black men and men in general and women, it's a beautiful thing. We can all do this kind of stuff. We don't need to be out here burning businesses down and screaming defund the police when you don't even know what you're talking about. You have no idea. If you can defund the police, then why don't you run for office or get on the police department and then you get in there and make the structural changes instead of standing out here hitting people over the head with a bat or throwing rocks at them and stuff, you idiots. Get out here and make a difference. Anyway, I'm going to keep rambling. I'm going to keep going back and forth if I keep this up. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to go do what I got to do. I got somebody I'm looking into right now. So I'm going to leave it with this. I love people and I love good people, period. All right? I don't care what color you are. You know, I'm a little red. I like to wear red. My truck's red. You know, just stop, people. Stop. Stop and think for a minute. Pull your heads out of your asses. Stop and think for a minute. And listen to each other. Alright? Just listen to each other. I don't know. A little lengthy. Sorry. Got off, ranted about a few things, but maybe my point is being got. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, to the two people that will actually watch this, thanks. So, just know though, if you do listen to this and you make it through all the way, I love you. You're my friends. Whatever our differences may be, I still love you guys. Josh. So, do what you got to do. Live your life. Do right. Just educate yourselves before you talk, people. Seriously. That's all I'm saying. All right. Over now.